Hey everyone, I will show you today how you can create this interesting shape in Plasticity, and you will learn really amazing surface modeling techniques. This is the only modeling technique you really need to learn to model this kind of organic, hard surface, complex shapes and designs. And also I have attached this link to you because there are also like this one and like this one few very similar examples, so you can directly use those techniques to practice. And now let's follow along. And in Plasticity, so this is something that I've modeled already and we will basically recreate. So let's start with a new file. And if you want to improve your 3D skills even more, I have a series of high quality plasticity courses for beginners and intermediate users. And these step-by-step courses cover everything you need to know about surface modeling, product design, and the most effective and efficient techniques. You will quickly build confidence and save time with the clear, structured learning path. So you can find all of my courses in the first link in the description box. And now let's dive into our today's tutorial. And we want to use this image as a reference, so just save this image here on your desktop. And now let's delete the cube. So delete the cube and go here to the front view and go to top left and import append. Select that image and here you have it. And first of all, what I want to do is select this image, press G and just bring it a little bit to the back. And now select the image, press M and click here on the front, so we will see it in a second in front of our object when we will model. And also bring the opacity down to something 0.3, should be fine. And now let's bring it again with G approximately to the middle, doesn't have to be very exact. And also here top left, select this lock, so you can't select it in the viewport, and perfect. So if we check out that image, we see that we have basically this circular shape here, so this one, right? So this triangle at the top and the bottom, and we see that this is circular, and then we have those cutouts here, right? And then this triangle is flat, and this form is very interesting because we have kind of a circle here, but we have a flat surface here, so we have to somehow connect this in a nice smooth way, and I will show you some really nice tips and tricks how we can do that. And first of all, let's start here with the basic shape here, which is circular. So if it's a circular shape, we just need the circle here, snap to the middle and just create that shape and press V to flip it, so we see it from the side. And now I just want to bring this image a little bit up, so it's kind of aligned. So I will just select that image in the outliner on the left, press G and just tiny bit bring it up. Perfect. Now press 2 for edge mode and let's select here our circle and press E for extrude and just extrude it until, I don't know, somewhere here, this point where this cut starts. So something like that should be fine. And now what we want to do is we just want to cut, so basically this triangle away and this triangle. So I will use here a line and snap it to this edge endpoint and just drag it out to somewhere like here. And don't worry that it's not exactly lined because it's because a perspective photograph. And now we also want the same on the other side. So like select the curve and Alt X for the mirror command and just select here the top point so it goes to the bottom so we can see through. And you see it's not exactly aligned, but again, it's just to show you the technique. Obviously you can just play and experiment a little bit around it, but the technique stays the same. So right click and we have those two curves. And let me both select them and just with G bring them to the front so we see them better. And also we only want to work on one half. So we don't need the other half because we will just mirror that over. So I just want to go to the top view and again create a line with Shift A and just snap to this axis here. And now select the curve, press C to cut into our main body, select the main body and just press X to delete everything. And select this curve, hide it, perfect. So now I select this curve in the front view, press C and cut into the body, and do the same with the bottom curve, select it, C and cut, and perfect. And now press Tab, and I select this triangle, X deleted, and also we have to first cut the second piece as well. So select this curve, C, cut this sheet here, and again press Tab, select this triangle, press X, and we have something like that. And it's pretty symmetric, so the triangles are almost the same size. It's not exactly what we also have here in the reference image, but again, this is just the proportion, everything from the technique stays the same. Select two, select both curves, just hide them for now, and let's first of all close this triangle hole here, very simple. Press 2, select those two edges, and now bridge command, so we have to create a curve between them. So you can also just use here the line curve and just go from here to here. This works too, but most of the times when we just use edges from a surface, we want to connect them. If it's not a straight line, we want to bridge them. So yeah, you can use both, but in this example, just to show you, that is if you press F and you search for bridge, you have here the bridge command, because you see then you also with tab, you can switch between the different tangency. But here it looks like it's flat because the shading is always the same. So G0 is fine. And now press 2 and very simple, just select this triangle and just patch it. So press F and patch it. And we have a very nice patch here. And select the curve, just hide it. And our first piece, the simple piece, we have done. And now let's continue with the left. So here we see also that it's almost a circle, but we see with the shading that we have here a little bit, because we have like very smooth shading, and here it's the same shading. So here we see it's kind of, it's not exactly flat, but it's a little bit flatter. So what that means for us, we can basically just use this circle that we had, so our original circle. So let's find it. So here we have it in the outliner. That's why I don't delete any curves, just to keep organized. So if I open that, and if I select it and shift, so if I select the circle, shift D to duplicate, and in the front view and press G, I can bring it now here to the front. And let's hide this again. And this one, again, we don't know it's super exact. There are also some different ways, but a simple way here with this tutorial is if we select the circle and go to the left view, and if you press S for scale, if we just scale this a little bit here on the y-axis, then you see we still have this smooth thing here, but we just make it kind of a little bit more flat, because you see if we would go here and create an ellipse, something like that, then it would be even more flat, but just a little bit. Yeah, again, we have to play around, because you see it's takes some time and experimentation to get later the absolute exact same shape, but something like that is okay. So this looks good for now. And what we want to do is, now we want to obviously close this hole with a nice surface. So we have to select the circle and press E for extrude, and just extrude this a little bit outwards to create this kind of supporting surface, which we will use to create the surface. And let's hide our circle again with H. And again, let's just use 1/2. So we go to the top view, Shift A, create a line, X, select this sheet and just delete this. So delete this and delete this, and perfect. So now top and bottom is very simple. We can just in edge mode select those two edges and again bridge them. So I have it on Shift B. You can just press F and search for bridge, or you also put it on Shift B and bridge that. And you see it's also just straight everywhere. So you can just go with G1 and G1. The same at the bottom, select those two edges, Shift B or bridge command and just G1. So we make sure everything is connected. And now what we have to do, very important, we have to select both of those curves and we have to create another supporting edge, because we can't use those curves for our surface because we will mirror that later over and we need kind of tangency. So again, in my surface modeling courses, I go much more in depth what G1, G2, G0 means and how to make it, or why it has to be G1 so it's smooth. So I'm not covering it now here because there's already everything explained. So if you want, you can check out any of my surface modeling courses or the bundles. So select both curves and press E and extrude it, but now you see it's the wrong direction. So press escape and let's go here to the left view, press E again. And then you see we can extrude it in the right way. If it's still not working, you can just press E and F here bottom right, freestyle. So press F and just go to any point and then just drag it out on the Y axis. So something like that. And now extremely important, don't forget that, select the curves and hide them because we need the edges, the black edges from the surface. Perfect. So now we have here this whole hole or area which is surrounded by those edges. And now we can just close it, and because we worked very clean and let's say thoughtful and prepared everything nice. So this is, this is the most important thing in surface modeling, to work from the beginning on thoughtful and just set up surfaces, curves and everything correctly, because most of the time then it just works in a very simple way afterwards. So let's see, for example, if we just select all of those edges here that are surrounded by our area here, we can now just patch it. And you see, if we give here G1 and here G1 and here G1 and here G0 because we have a sharp edge, then you see it's already perfectly fine and aligned. But if we now press 3 and select those two faces and Shift X to delete them, press object mode, select this whole object and Alt X and bring it to the other side, you see that we have everywhere perfect smoothness. And if you found this tutorial helpful and you want to continue to build your skills, I've created a series of courses that guide you step by step through mastering plasticity. So check out the first link in the description box to find the best fit for your 3D modeling journey. And I wish you a nice day. Bye.